Hi guys, and welcome to vlog 7. I know it's been a while and I apologise, but we have been super busy moving into this abandoned warehouse. It has taken months and months of work, but finally we've cracked it. Let's take a tour and see what all the work has been done. Anyway, you know what time it is. It's time to grab a cuppa, hit that subscribe button, and of course, watch this vlog and see all the magical work that's been done in this warehouse. So, as you know, we've been quite quiet on the vlog front. That's because we have been so busy trying to move an entire warehouse from one location to another, while simultaneously staying operational. What a challenge that has been. But every single pallet, every single box went out seamlessly with no delay, and I could not be more excited. We are finally, fast forward 2 months, in this new warehouse, and my God, what an improvement it is. Let's go and have a look. So if you've been watching the previous vlogs, you'll know that this room was a state. It was a state from the bottom all the way to the top. When I was walking through this door, I was literally picking paint off the walls. It was that bad. This room was entirely run down. We have done a full refurbish of this room, brand new suspended ceiling. We've boarded the entire room all the way round. And we've finally got my own office, which I could not be happier with. Finally got that little bit of privacy, that little bit of respite you need as an owner to be able to do the things that you need to do. And no, that's not Netflix. So in this room, we have really gone to town. We have got an area where people can smell products. We've got a nice little seating area they can sit in while they're waiting for their order to be prepared. Of course, we've got a couple of desks in here, one for the warehouse manager, Jay. We've got one for the admin assistant, Michaela. It's a perfect meet and greet, perfect entry point, and we feel it's a much better customer experience overall. So before we move on, in a previous video you might have seen that Belmont Security were installing cameras and security alarms, etc. for us. That has been fantastic. We have got over 15 operational cameras all across the warehouse that have got wide views, short views, HD views. We can see what's going on in every corner of every element of the warehouse, and it's fantastic. Definitely what you need when the warehouse is that big and you can't even find who you're looking for. So in the previous videos, you will see that we've been building the retail packing room, and we've been going to town making sure it's suitable to pick and pack orders that go out nationwide. But we have also turned it into a shop where you can come down to our warehouse and buy the units of Spanish cleaning products that you want when you need it. So I could keep talking, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this microphone over to Michaela, who's going to show you the retail store.
Welcome to our new picking and packing room, which is also our new shop. In this space, we stock over 500 products. Over in the corner is our picking and packing area, where Mel and Tracy pack up any orders, as well as serving any customer walk-ins. This is not only from the local industrial estate, but also the local housing estate, which means that anyone can just pop in and grab their bits without having to go to Corringham or Chadwell. An added function to this room means that once the picking and packing has finished, we can also film TikTok videos. And if you haven't already, head over to TikTok and give us a follow.
So we're in the warehouse and it's absolutely massive in here. To the fact that we've got about 1,000 pallet spaces, it's incredible. It's really enabled us to get more stock, to be able to serve the customers better. But I'm going to pass you over to Jay, because Jay has been imperative to organising all of the stock, getting everything moved from one location to another. So Jay, do you want to tell everyone a bit about what's happened?
It would probably be easier to take you on a tour and show you. So the first challenge that we faced was turning it into 2 warehouses into one. And as you can see, this hole in the wall was not here before, but it is now. That's enabled us to go through the warehouse rather than going all the way around, because that complicated matters so much more. Before this was done, we had a few spilt pallets on the way round, so it's much better now it's done. So another issue we faced was the flooring. It's not as nice as our old warehouse, but it's bigger, so it's worth it. We've had to go through and put screeding on. I mean, Ian tried at the start, but that wasn't too good, so we've had to get people in to come and do it.
I'm officially retiring from screeding.
You gave it your best go. It wasn't good enough, but yeah. So we've gone around the warehouse and screeded some parts. There's some parts still to be screeded, but it makes it so much easier to move the machinery around without any more damages. We've also got shield guards around the racking so that nobody can take it down.
So Joe, one of these things I notice in this warehouse is that everything seems so much more organised. And not to say the last warehouse wasn't organised, but everything feels like it belongs.
Yep, so everything has got a home now. And it's all on the ground floor as well, so the ladders are more redundant now than ever.
And obviously it feels like we've got a lot more stock. So I'm noticing like a Sevi Pet, for example, is straight above where a Sevi Pet belongs. Has that made life a lot easier in the warehouse?
Yep, so we've got spaces all above now for instant replenishing. That way we can look physically and see, oh, we're running low on that, we're running low on that. It helps us be able to top up and get the orders accurate. Excellent.
And obviously topping up's a lot easier. But what about customers' orders? Are you finding less errors, less mistakes? Because obviously we discussed previously about when we move in this warehouse, one of the major things we wanted to do was be able to electronically assign products to bays, and I think that's something that you've took quite a lead on.
Yep, so everything now has electronically as well as physically got a space. We can literally go on the computers and check, oh, where is that? That's in bay 95, and then we can come over and find it ourselves.
And stock checking, obviously.
Stock checking.
It's a lot easier because if the computer says we've got 48, then you can physically count that. One of the most exciting parts about renovating an abandoned warehouse is the opportunity that gives us. Now, Lemon Fresh are on that side of the wall. They've taken over that side, and it's looking fantastic. This side, you might be thinking, looks a bit empty, but don't worry, that's not by fault, that's actually by design. You see, these empty bays here are made for anybody in the UK to take advantage of. You see, when Lemon Fresh was in its infancy, we were growing at a rate of knots. We started in a back bedroom, then a garage, then shipping containers, then small warehousing, all the way to this. But it wasn't easy. Every time we grew, we needed to find more and more space. There must be thousands of businesses in the UK that struggle for warehouse space, and this is where we feel we can give back and add value to not just ourselves, but you as well. These pallet spaces are available to rent weekly, so that if you have any short-term pallets that you need to store, put away, it will be there and available for you. I've done the maths. I think we can rent these out from about a £5 a week, maybe a little bit more. But additionally, we have the resources and capability to add 3PL on top of this. So say, for example, you want to store a pallet, you can store a pallet absolutely fine. Maybe you want us to pick and pack multiple pallets into an order for a customer. Then you need it shipped anywhere nationwide in the UK. We can do the entire lot. Whether you just want to store pallets or you want the whole 3PL experience, we are going to have the ability in East Tilbury to be able to do that for you, whilst capitalising on the resources and capabilities that we already excel at. So of course, if you've got a few pallets that you need to store, or maybe you want us to unload a whole lorry full, get in touch at collielimited.com. That's get in touch at collieltd.com. Our team on the Collie side will be more than happy to look and see how we can help you. So you might not recognise this room. This room was actually the other way around. There was a wall where I'm sitting right now, going through, and oh my God, it really made me question whether I'm even doing the right thing taking this building on. But fast forward a few months and here we are. This is the meeting room. We've got a brand new wall behind us and another room just there for office work. This room has really come on leaps and bounds. And of course, we've got my nice shiny, we got my nice shiny table. We've got 8 meeting room chairs, and it really allows us to be able to get the team together to really brainstorm and come up with real great ideas that can add value. Not only that, but it's a really brilliant way to be able to greet suppliers when they come over. And of course, anybody who's looking to have a chat about storing pallets. A real obstacle in a warehouse is ensuring safety is always obeyed. Now, one of the things is we have heavy machinery driving around all day long. Plus, we've got office workers who are going from room to room. So safety becomes really, really paramount. We created this safe walkway with help from Big Doug and Mike's advice, by having this perfect racking that this separates warehouse and office space, creating a perfect walkway for success. So last time we was in this room, it was a bog. If you remember in the very first video, I couldn't even set foot in here because of the smell. But we have had that room turned into brand new toilets and that room turned into a brand new kitchen. And this area where I'm standing is now an actual staff room where staff can come in, relax, and even play a game of pool. So that is vlog 7 done. And with it, so is a series on refurbishing an abandoned warehouse. We've gone over budget, but we have now got a full retail shop ready to serve the general public. We've got a warehouse ready to serve all commercial customers as well. We have got a new meeting room, we have got staff room, and of course, we've got 500 spaces ready and waiting for Thurrock businesses to be able to store pallets on demand. What more can we ask for? We have diversified, and so will we with videos going forward. We're going to have more diverse videos that we know you guys want to watch. So if you've got any ideas on what you want us to film, then drop it in the comments and let us know. We're more than happy to show you the inner workings of a warehouse. We're more than happy to show you how we pick, how we pack. But more importantly, we want to show you content that you're going to love. Thank you very much for watching our content at Lemon Fresh UK. We really, really do appreciate it. Make sure you give us that little like and subscribe to let YouTube know that our content's worth watching. If you haven't watched all of the vlogs from number 1 all the way through to number 7, maybe you don't want to watch all the vlogs because there's so much content. We will have a feature-length version available soon.